Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm not sure what this is going to be, either Ascension or Sacred Union, but stick with me because when we're talking about sacred, or when we talk about Ascension, we're talking about Sacred Union and vice versa, because if you're new to the channel, who I channel for, those who I read for, are on the Sacred Union path to Ascension. Ascension is the process. Sacred Union truly is part of the Ascension process. It's just one way up the mountain, so to speak. Just one pathway. So my energy today is a little bit drained, and I want to tell you guys why and what happened. The past few days have been great. Very high energy, very high vibration. I want to say last week into the past few days, into the weekend. And then yesterday. I'm not feeling drained as in, well, I'll explain that in a second. So yesterday I was spending some time with my Divine Masculine, and all of a sudden I felt overwhelming emotion. And it was bubbling up to the surface, and I didn't know where it was coming from, and I tried grounding myself, and it just kind of spilled out. And my Masculine was there, and he sat beside me, and he was touching me very innocently, just kind of like rubbing my feet. And it was stabilizing my energy, it was grounding me, and it was just holding space for me. And this isn't the first time that something has happened like that. Back in the winter time, I had an experience where I was transmuting for the collective, and my Divine Masculine was there with me in the physical, standing directly behind me. He doesn't comfort me like you would expect someone to comfort. I mean, not in this instance, at least. But he's doing exactly what the Divine Masculine is meant to be doing, which is stabilizing, grounding, and holding space for you, Divine Feminines, as you are transmuting the collective energies. That is the masculine role with the Divine Feminine. And as you come into that inner union, which we've been talking about quite a bit on the channel here, your inner masculine energy is grounding. And that's being displayed in your counterpart. You'll start seeing that in your connection as well. And it was just so incredible last winter when I saw that. I talked about that in the Healer Warrior video. If you missed that, go ahead and check that out. That is who you guys are. You are the healer and the warrior. And you're both. You're both at the same time, because there is no separation between you and your counterpart. Even though you're in two physical bodies, there is no separation between you and your counterpart. That is what true union is. Your energies are merged. You are one energy within two physical embodiments. And the more and more you come into union, the more you'll start to experience that. And so the Divine Feminine is a healer. Divine Masculine is a warrior, grounding that energy. And I'm not gonna repeat everything because it's all in that Healer Warrior video. So make sure that you go check that out. And even if you've watched it and listened to it before, go ahead and check it out again, because it's coming up again now, and it's kind of mind blowing. And so so yesterday he was really a grounding energy for me. Today, I woke up feeling good, but I went to do some work and I started feeling not great. I felt fatigued, not drained, not like somebody sucked the life force out of me, but I didn't feel entirely here. I didn't feel entirely grounded. I felt like I was in another dimension. And I'm always kind of operating now from that higher level of consciousness, but this was different. This felt like I was literally in two different worlds. I was feeling very woozy, very dizzy, lightheaded. Just a real call to rest. I couldn't focus on my words. I was messaging my Divine Masculine, and I didn't know how I was actually formulating words, because it was like my mind was not connecting to my body. But, I'd had that experience before with my illness, with my Lyme disease. This was not this. This did not feel entirely physical. Rather, it felt metaphysical. It felt more like my energy was elsewhere. And I was just kind of a body, and I was still going through the motions, but I was not entirely here. I wasn't present. I couldn't focus. And so I went to do the dailies today, and I just couldn't. I could barely get through some of the emails. So if you guys got emails from me that are a little lackluster, I apologize. That's why. It's because I tried answering emails and doing the dailies and I just couldn't. I was called to rest. So I went upstairs and I slept. And then I woke up and I started feeling a little bit better. And I was called to take a bath. I was resting in the bath. I went, after my bath, I went back upstairs to sleep again. And I said to Spirit, I called in my spirit team. I said, what the hell is going on? I need to know what's going on. What is happening with my energy? Why is this happening? And they came in and they said, it's because you're doing a lot of work in the ethereal plane. Now we know this. We've channeled this before. You guys are doing an immense amount of work. And if you are experiencing these feelings of fatigue and lightheadedness and like you're in between two worlds, it's because you are. It's because even in dream state, you're doing a lot of work. Your energy really is elsewhere. You are multidimensional beings and you're remembering that. And so it is important to ground yourself in this physical plane because this is your human existence, your human experience. But you are also operating in multiple different dimensions, doing energy work in those multiple different dimensions. And so I said, well, what am I doing? Am I fighting? And they said, no, you are... What did they say? Something about you are being asked to serve on a council, or you're serving on a council. And I didn't ask more because I fell asleep. I was basically done at that point. I don't know what that means. I don't know what kind of council it is. I expect I'll get more information for my personal story going forward. But the main reason why I'm sharing this is because you are doing, because of your ascension, because you have shifted into this higher level of consciousness, because you have shifted into a fifth dimensional state of being. You're still a physical being. They don't want me to say 3D versus 5D anymore because 3D is that lower level of consciousness. 3D is that, it's really that low dense energy. You're a fifth dimensional being existing in a physical experience. That's your human experience. So it's tangible. You're existing as a human. You're existing, you can, your desk is tangible. These stones are tangible. The flame and the candles are tangible. You're existing in a physical experience, but as a fifth dimensional being. That's a higher level of consciousness. That's really important to remember, to distinguish. And so they want me to explain that it's your physical plane. You're existing as a fifth dimensional being and above being within a physical experience, but not the 3D, because the 3D is that dense energy that just pulls you down. It's that lower level of consciousness. So they don't want me to really say 3D or 5D anymore. They want me to say physical plane, and I'm going to try to remember to do that. But that's what it is. And in the meantime, you really are experiencing higher levels of multidimensionality. You really are experiencing, different levels of existence, different experiences within your spiritual existence, within your spiritual nature. Because the material world is not all there is. That is what you're remembering. That is what you're waking up to. The material world is not all there is. And the more you connect to your inner self, what they're saying, their inner temple, the more you connect to your spirit team, the more you connect to source energy, to your true nature, the more you understand that. And so grounding is pivotal at this point. Protection is pivotal at this point. I'll point you guys to the last video that I did about energy protection as well. Really pivotal at this point because there's a lot happening in our physical plane that tries to draw us back down into that third dimensional lower consciousness energy. And so that's the work that we're really doing, is we are really working to anchor in, integrate, and ascend beyond that as higher dimensional beings in the physical plane. So I hope that's making sense to you guys. I know we talk a lot about, higher level consciousness on this channel here. I didn't have any plan on doing that when I first started the channel. I thought this was just going to be, kind of love readings. And this has blown my mind the past 2 years, how we have transformed and how we have kind of gone way beyond that. I'm constantly learning as I channel and as I go through my own ascension process. I'm constantly learning as well. And this blows me away, because I had no intention of, channeling dragons. This is my newest edition. And I had no intention of, connecting with my starseed origins, with the Andromedans and Galactic Council. And so if you're here, then there's a reason why you're here, and don't discredit that. It's because your own soul is remembering the things that I'm saying too. And even if you're not consciously understanding of it yet, okay, they want me to correct that. They're saying even if you're not intellectually understanding of it yet, there's light language that's moving through my words that is connecting to your heart space, that is going to help you to understand this. And I'll tell you guys too that I have been channeling light language, which is not, I'm not quite ready to share it yet, because it's still kind of, it's still unnerving for me, to be truthful. It's not entirely comfortable for me yet, because light language is not any language that's known here on the planet, and it can't be interpreted. It can only be interpreted through energy. It can only be interpreted through how it's felt. I've been channeling it through words, song, and motions. And it's not entirely comfortable, but as soon as it is become comfortable, then I will, start sharing light language transmissions. But there is light language that is being transmuted through my channelings, through my words to you. I say that with the utmost of humility. Because it blows me away too, that's what comes through. And so if you're here, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for having that open heart and open mind. And thank you to your soul self for being willing to be here and to being so receptive. Because I truly feel like within this community, I'm getting very overwhelmed with emotion right now, because I feel like within this community, we are really helping to change the world. Everybody has their role to play. Everybody has their part. And I'm so grateful for everybody who is playing their part in so many ways. Every light worker out there is doing something different, and it's beautiful. And for me to have this place, this sanctuary, this sacred space in which I can play my part with all of you, I'm very humbled and very grateful, and I want to say thank you. So so we are really the energy doesn't feel heavy, as in it doesn't feel drained, it doesn't feel emotional. It just feels like we're really doing the work in the higher dimensions, and that might be affecting our physical body and our human experience. And so grounding is going to be very important right now. Okay, so what I want to do, you guys, I feel very called to close to readings, personal readings, for the foreseeable future. If you have emailed me looking to book a reading, I will honor that. So don't hesitate to reach out to me, and always don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I feel called to close to personal readings as a whole. But if you absolutely need a reading, like an emergency reading, don't hesitate to email me. I'll see what I can do. But for the foreseeable future, I'm going to close to personal readings and just focus on, the energy work and collective readings. Patreon subscribers, I know I owe you 2 readings. I will have that for you this week, I promise. And the dailies, I'm going to hopefully have those up tomorrow as well. But I am doing what I can, as much as I can, as my energy allows for it. But I do want to focus on you guys as the public collective. I do want to focus on, where I can shine my light more brightly for the collective. And that seems to be where I'm being directed at this time. So to reiterate, if you emailed me about a personal reading, I will honor that. So don't hesitate. If you feel called to me and you are looking for a reading and you need kind of like an emergency reading, especially around spiritual issues, if it's just for, How's my connection? I do ask, I'll be happy to refer you to other readers. But if it's more of a spiritual ascension reading that you need, and even if it's connected with your divine counterpart, but if it's more spiritually ascension related, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will, of course, let you know where I stand, how my energy is, and what I'm able to schedule. But just as a blanket whole, I'm gonna put a pause on personal readings. So all that information will be up on my website with a little note. And I'll have some information in the description box of my videos going into the future as well. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but I know that my energy really feels called to refocus right now. And I'll be back. I love doing personal readings for you guys, so I'll be back. But right now, I need to refocus the energy just so that I can take care of myself and take care of, help to take care of you guys and the collective as a whole. All right, so I really appreciate your patience with that. I really appreciate your understanding and your compassion. And feel free to email me if you have any questions, and I will get back to you. All right, so let's see what's going on with these counterparts. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Let's just get a quick update and see what's going on. We're not going to do a full reading today, but let's just get a quick, what came out? Oh my gosh, the Four of Wands came out, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Wow, okay, look at all this fire. This is movement. This is what is happening. This is why the energy has felt so, and the Page of Wands at the bottom. This is why the energy has felt so, I don't want to say intense, because it doesn't feel like the intensity that we've had in the past. It doesn't feel heavy like that. It feels more peaceful. It feels more harmonious. It feels more stable and balanced. But it just feels, okay, thank you. It feels anticipatory. It feels like we're on the precipice of major, major breakthroughs. And I have been channeling for the past few weeks or the past few months that June was going to be a pivotal month for breakthroughs in these connections. This is breakthroughs within communication, breakthroughs within your connection as far as how you're relating to each other, breakthroughs for reunions, and breakthroughs for sacred unions. Breakthroughs for your own soul growth journey as well, ending karma, ending cycles, standing up for yourself, creating more stability for yourself. No pentacles here, but that's the energy that I'm getting. More grounding, more stability within your own life. And as there's more stability within your own life, there's more stability within your connection. So this feels like a lot of forward movement, and that's exactly what's happening. And as you feel that momentum within you, as you feel that anticipation within you, that then transfers to your physical reality. And so here with the Four of Wands, what feels like is coming in is an ending to that weight, that intensity, those burdens, some karmic cycles. You're putting that down. And what's coming in is communication, stability. This is a foundation that is being built for your connection, a newness. And I have been experiencing that in my own connection. I know a lot of you have been experiencing reunions as well. You've emailed me, and I love your emails, you guys. Keep letting me know, share comments and let me know what's going on in your connections, because it makes me so happy to see this forward movement in your own connections as well. But that's what's happening, is there is a new foundation. The past is in the past, and now you're starting new. You're moving forward. You're letting the burdens down and you're moving forward. And because it's interesting that this came out this way, because it's almost like I wanted to rearrange the cards here and say like the past is in the past and you're moving towards this Four of Wands. But they said, no, this is actually what's happening, because you are creating a new foundation for yourself. Because you are creating a new foundation for your connection. What's happening is it's actually creating that forward momentum to help you put down the burdens of the past. So your foundation, and this doesn't have to be within your connection, this could be anything else in your physical environment. So because you're actually creating a new foundation within yourself, that open-heartedness that we talked about last time in the last reading, because you're creating a new foundation, that is helping you to end any other toxic cycles, any feeling like suffocated or like you have a weight on your shoulders. your connection is helping to heal your physical environment. It's helping to heal your emotional environment. It's helping you to heal any karmic cycles that are coming to a close. It's because of your open-heartedness. It's because you've let the past go. It's because you are looking forward to a brand new future. It's because you are laying that new foundation that you are ending these cycles here and starting fresh. The Eight of Wands, forward movement. Because of this, you're having that. That's exactly what it feels like. Because of you, and they're piggybacking on the last reading, because of you creating that foundation within yourself, that open heart, more harmony, more balance, more stability, more groundedness, more love, more compassion. That love and that compassion, that open heart is paving the way for your connection, for your divine masculine especially, to be able to put down those burdens that they have been carrying. Okay. Anything else we need to know? This feels, okay. The truth of the connection is coming out to you and your divine counterpart. There are going to be words expressed or actions that are expressed that truly show you what you mean to each other. Or at least that show you the truth of your connection from the universe. So depending on where you are in your journey. The Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. This is picking up on the last reading where especially the divine masculine was cutting out any energy that was kind of preventing them from moving forward. They were cutting out anything of the past. They were cutting out anything that was holding them back. They were clearing the path for themselves and for this connection. And here with the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, anywhere where there was conflict, anywhere where there was competition, where there were too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak, around your connection, anywhere where there were too many people interfering with the foundation here that you're trying to build for yourself, for your life, for your connection, is being cut out because truth is being revealed here. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so yes, the truth is being revealed, and that is leading to more peace, and with the peace stuff there, and more victory and success. But it's not victory and success as in, well, yes, it might be victory and success in that a battle might have been overcome. But it feels more like an internal battle. It feels more like a truth was revealed that you've always known. It's almost like, especially with regards to this connection, it's like you've always known the truth of this connection. You've always known the truth of this love. You've always known the truth of yourself. And now you're standing in that truth. Now you're being authentic to who you are. Now you're speaking your truth. Now you're not afraid to express your truth. And that is bringing in more peace and more clarity. And so all this conflict, all that stuff is clearing away. Anywhere where there was any defensiveness, anywhere where there was kind of fighting, where there were, again, too much interference, too many energies vying for your energy, that's being cleared away by this truth, because this truth is coming in. Okay, let's get one more layer. Maxie, go lie down. Yes. See? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me get one more. What's the outcome here? Let's get this as an outcome card. What's the outcome here? Thank you. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. All right, so yes, because all of this is clearing away, because you are setting a new foundation here, what's happening is it feels like these are counterparts here, but this could also be your energies, yourself, your counterparts, the energies. So take it as it resonates for you. We're not splitting into divine masculine, divine feminine. Just take it as it resonates for you today, because it is both. It is both of you. So Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. This is taking action, having that passion, having that confidence to take action, to clear the path, to let go of all this conflict, to let go of all this defensive energy, this guarded energy, to just keep moving forward with this sense of authenticity, with this sense of self, with this sense of speaking the truth with this King of Swords here. And what that is bringing in is a transformation. It's bringing in the end of the old beliefs, the old, what I'm hearing is layer of consciousness, and the old habits, relationships, anything that was old, the old version of yourself, the old version of your connection, whatever it is clearing away the old. And that was, like we've talked about, the old level or layer of consciousness. It was that lower energy, that lower layer of consciousness, because we're ascending into the new, and you have been building a foundation for the new. And what fifth dimensional consciousness is really all about is that open heart, that compassion. That is what is leading the way here. Because of the open heart, you're transforming yourself, and you're transforming your connection, and transforming your life. I love this. The fire energy with the air energy. It's action and passion meets practicality. It is taking action, but from a place of clarity and truth, and being true to who you are and expressing yourself from a place of heart-centeredness. Let me see if there's anything else that they want to share. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else we need to know about this? Let's get this death card. Anything else we need to know about this death card? There's the Ace of Swords again, Ace of Pentacles. There's the Empress at the bottom, and the Seven of Cups. What I feel like comes in, the Seven of Cups has a beautiful energy about it, has a calm, serene energy. Seven of Cups can sometimes be a state of confusion, but I'm not getting here. What I'm getting here is opportunity, especially with the two aces here, beginnings. Again, that sense of victory, that sense of truth, that sense of clarity with that stability that we talked about in the beginning, that grounded energy, the Pentacles energy. This is a higher level of commitment. This is a new beginning, a new opportunity. This is more stability. This could also be new finances coming in. But this is, most importantly, something that is grounded, something that is tangible, something that is real, a brand new, bright opportunity, a bright new beginning. A second chance is what I'm hearing. And with this Seven of Cups, coming from the Death card, coming from this transformation, you have the opportunity here. This is almost like a wish fulfillment card I'm getting, but it's one of opportunity where it's like you get to choose. You get to choose your next path. You get to choose what this is, what these new beginnings are. This is not a state of confusion. This is something that is bright. This is a very, they're pointing me to the rose, and it feels like that is the center of this card, the energy of this card. It's this beautiful, compassionate, loving, just beautiful, nurturing energy about it. And it's like, rather than a state of confusion, it's, you know what it is that you want to create. You know what it is that you want to bring in here. And so with this energy here, this is opportunities. This is daydreaming energy. This is a time to daydream about what it is that you want to bring in here. What is it that you want for your new beginning? What is your truth? What is it that you want to create in the physical? Because as the Empress here, what they're saying is, as the Empress, you and your Divine Masculine, both being the Emperor and the Empress, again, the healer and the warrior, the Empress births that energy, and the Emperor is the one who grounds it into the physical. The feminine births the energy, the masculine grounds it into the physical. That's what this energy really feels like here. So, yeah. We're going to do a follow-up to this later in the week. I just wanted to do a quick update and see what was going on and share a little bit with you guys. But this really feels like you are creating a new foundation. Just to sum this up, you're creating a new foundation because you've put the past in the past, because you are coming from an open heart, more compassionate towards each other, more open towards each other, more willing to forgive. You are birthing a new foundation, new stable foundation, a new start, new reunion to your connection. You are, this feels very much like family, this Four of Wands. This feels very much like union energy. You're birthing your union, is what they just said. You're birthing your sacred union. And that is, that foundation that you're creating, that new foundation for your connection, is bringing in forward momentum that is helping both you and your Divine Masculine end things and karmic cycles and things within your physical environment. That's part of the old vibration, where you're letting go, clearing the path in order to take action towards your new life. And that is what is creating this transformation. Your life is about to be transformed, and you get to choose what it is transformed into. Brand new beginnings right on the horizon here. New foundations right on the horizon. All right, you guys. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's going to be it for today's energy update. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light. We will be back with a follow-up Sacred Union energy update where we look further into the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you soon.